Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Dr. Heuser, and tonight we're cooking a healthy meal, a version of a not so healthy meal in the past. But tonight we're going to cook a healthy pork chop. And the meal is going to consist of a pork tenderloin, some potatoes, and one of my favorite dishes, spinach, which is a very antioxidant loaded vegetable to kick this meal up a notch. And I'm going to add some ingredients to kick up the nutritional value of this meal about 110%. So let's get started. I plan my meals around the protein source. It's the most expensive part of the meal. So I start with a protein source and then I plan the rest of the meal around it. So I want to start with the pork tenderloin, and I'm going to slice it. This is thawed out. I'm going to slice it into the thickness that you like to have your pork chop cut. So we'll slice them off like this. See how lean that is? And then to further tenderize it, I'm going to marinate it. And to do the marinade, I like to take some extra virgin olive oil and add, in this case, I'm adding balsamic vinegar. You can add any vinegar. The vinegar is actually the chemical that breaks down the toughness of the meat. And then I'm going to whisk it together and make this solution. I might add a little pepper, maybe a little garlic. Then I'm going to marinate the meat in this solution. Now I've pre-prepared this, so our pork is ready to go. And I'm going to get this started. But first, we want to get the potatoes going. So these are golden potatoes. We're going to chop them up into thin sections so they'll cook quickly, because they're going to go into the meal. We're going to chop them up thin sections and put them into the boiling water to get the potatoes going. And now I like my pork chops a little crispy, so I'm going to make a batter, or I'm going to coat them with a batter that's going to make them extra crispy. You see the balsamic vinegar and the olive oil there that have been marinating these luscious pieces of pork. This is going to be a dynamite meal. And you can see there's a lot of food here. No shortage of food here tonight. So I'm going to coat. This is just a little flour. Not much. You're not adding much to the calorie count here whatsoever. We'll flip them over. Now on the opposite side, I've got a little cornmeal I'm going to add to it as well. Not a lot, just enough to coat it. Make a little crispy coat on the pork as we sear it before we put it in the oven. So I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I'm going to get the pork going in a skillet first with some coconut oil to sear the pork. So there's our coconut oil. I'm going to get the skillet pretty hot. I'm going to place the individual pork. Oh, hear that? That's the right temperature. That is the right temperature to add your pork to the coconut oil. That's hot sizzling. They're going to caramelize the outside. We're going to finish it up in the oven. Now that's going to brown about 2 minutes to 3 minutes aside, just to get a crispy glaze on the pork. Now, while these are searing, I've got the really good part of the meal prepared here. We've got this curly spinach, which is, you see how dark and green that is? That tells you it's loaded with vitamins and minerals that are essential for your health. you know, I just add everything that's in the refrigerator. So I chop up everything that's there. I went to the fridge, I got an onion, I got all the mushroom, I had a red bell pepper, I had garlic, I got all this ready. Let's see how the pork is doing. Oh yeah, see that golden brown color? That color's what we want to see. Oh, there you go. We're going to take the pieces of pork out of the skillet and put them on a baking sheet because I'm going to finish them off in the oven. See that golden brown glaze on there? That's what you want to achieve. You're searing in all the natural flavors of that pork. You want to hold on to that. I wish you could smell it. It smells really, really good. And we've got a lot of protein here. We could feed a lot of people. So here we go. And this is just going to go quickly into an oven at 350 degrees. And here we go. Into the oven. And there won't be any mess on the cleanup. So the pork is in the oven. Now the potatoes have cooked. They're soft. You cook them until they're soft. You stick them with a fork and make sure they're soft. Now I'm going to drain the potatoes. Now I'm using the same pan that I cooked the pork. We're going to throw the potatoes in first because we're going to crisp them. And now I'm going to kick it up a notch. I'm adding my mushrooms. A lot of vitamins there. I'm going to add the onions. And I'm going to add the red peppers. Now, if you want to reduce calories and make it an even lower calorie meal, take the potatoes out and add another vegetable like zucchini. Okay, I'm going to finish off this dish. We're going to put the spinach in, and always use much more spinach than you think you would want because it cooks way down very quickly. We're going to put all the spinach in. I'm going to cover it for a few seconds and we'll melt this down to a beautiful, see how gorgeous and clean that spinach is? Looks great. I'm going to get a top to steam it. Got a top to cover the spinach. We're going to finish this meal off in about 2 minutes. Ooh, the pork is coming out. And it looks and smells great. Oh my God, it's super. Let me get it over to the stove. Oh, sure that's not too hot to pick up. No, it's not. And now we're going to plate this meal up. And here it is. Dr. Heuser's healthy pork chop. Bon appetito. It's been a lot of fun cooking this. I'm really hungry. I want to eat. But tweet me at Dr. Heuser or post on our Facebook. But try the meal. Let me know what you think.